All right, good evening, everyone. I believe we are all doing well. Welcome to another episode on Personal Finance Series. I am Sam Hagan, and I will be leading us on a discussion concerning the impact of illegal mining on the economy and on personal finance as well. So, looking at the pictures on my screen, you could see that illegal mining is um, a trending issue in Ghana as we speak, where there have been many factors that are, influencing illegal mining in Ghana and affecting a lot of things, including the economy and then personal finance. Basically, that is going to be our topic under discussion. We are going to see how these activities are affecting our natural resources, that is our economy, and then coming down way to affect the pockets of the individuals. In terms of introduction, we all know that illegal mining, which is commonly known as GALAMSEY in Ghana, possesses a serious threat not only to the environment but also to the economy and the financial stability of individuals and communities. The uncontrolled nature of these operations, conducted mostly in small scale or by small-scale miners has far-reaching consequences on the livelihood of many Ghanaians and the broader economy. Therefore, this presentation will explore how Galamsey is affecting the economy and then personal finance of individuals in Ghana. I will move on with the impact Galamsey is having on personal finance and then the economy. But before that, before we move to the personal finance, we will talk about how it is having its impact on the economy. Then we will talk about how this impact on the economy is affecting the pockets of individuals. So the first thing I would like us to discuss is the fact that um, illegal mining or galamsey is affecting our environment. That is environmental degradation. One of the most visible impacts is the pollution of water bodies. You know that most water bodies are polluted with chemicals such as the mercury and the cyanide, which are used in the extraction of the gold. So rivers in Ghana like River Pra, River Ofen, and River Ankobra has been heavily polluted, which has affected access to clean water or potable, or let me say accessible water to Ghanaians. For communities, industries that rely on this water for irrigation, fishing, and even drinking do not have access to this water sources again. And for that fact, we have to appreciate the fact that one major impact of illegal mining is therefore the fact that it is affecting our 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 environment, and it is causing damage to our environment. The next slide, I would like to focus on the fact that this illegal mining galamsey is destroying the forest reserve. Another impact is the destruction of the environment, that is the forest reserve. This environmental destruction reduces agricultural activities, which is a critical sector for Ghana's economy. We know that every economy, or let me put it this way, agriculture is a very critical factor in the development of every economy. In that matter, we know that farmers who depend on fertile land and clean water for irrigation are increasingly finding their lands rendered infertile due to soil contamination and deforestation caused by illegal mining. So we all beg to the fact that, even as we can see in this picture, when all our lands and all our farming lands are being used for this extraction and being destroyed this way, our farmers will not get good lands to produce good uh, uh, agricultural production for consumption. And that is a major aspect or major impact we can also look at when it comes to the impact it has on the economy. Another impact we can talk about is the reduction in government revenue. And this is a very, very, very serious issue. Illegal mining operates outside the legal framework, meaning that it generates no tax revenues for the government. We all know that former mining companies contribute significantly to the economy through taxes. The taxes they pay to the government, and then royalties they pay to the chiefs, and then even the monies they pay for licensing their operations. And these are all sources of income to the government. However, people who do illegal mining and galamsey operators invade these obligations, depriving the government of much needed revenue to finance their projects and then other social services. So we can see clearly that the illegal mining and galamsey has caused a big harm to the coffers of the country. And later in my slides, we will look at how this has effect on the individual's pockets. So galamsey operators who are supposed to go through the right channels, get licenses, and operate and pay taxes from their profits or their income are evading all this process. And for that matter, government is losing its funds. The loss of revenue from galamsey is substantial. According to some reports, Ghana loses about 2.2 billion annually in taxes. and royalties due to illegal mining activities. I read this report recently from the UK that shows that Ghana is losing about $2.2 billion out of taxes, which could have come out of taxes and royalties because of these illegal mining activities. And one beautiful thing is that, or one sad thing is that this not only weakens the government's fiscal position, but also contribute to growing bad deficits, forcing the country to borrow more to cut back on essential expenses, which will boil down to individuals' pockets, as I said earlier. So we will, throughout the slide, look at how this will go down to the individual's pockets. The number four impact the illegal mining is having on our economy is the fact that it's negatively affecting farming and agriculture. As farming lands become unproductive, local food production decreases and communities become more reliant on food imports, driving up prices and increasing food insecurity. Moreover, the degradation of local water bodies affect fishing activities, which are crucial for food supply and employment in many crucial or rural areas. With rivers and streams contaminated, fishing becomes less visible, further limiting the economic option available to people in mining sectors. So this clearly shows us that the effect of mining, as we said in slide 2 or impact 1, talking about the fact that it has its impact on our agriculture and then on farming. So I will not waste much time on this slide. Now let's talk about health factors or health risks. Health risks that are faced by the illegal mining activities that is going on in Ghana. Illegal mining practices exposes miners and local communities to severe health risks due to the unregulated use of hazardous chemicals like mercury. So some of the chemicals that are being used in mining of gold in this era are very, very poisonous that is having health issues to unborn babies and then to especially pregnant women. As healthcare costs rise to treat these conditions, household and government face increased financial strain. Because you bear with me that in as much as government is spending or people will spend to secure good health because of the effect of this illegal mining, they are going to be spending more instead of spending less because of the effects of illegal mining. The other impact we can talk about is the rising inflation and price hiking. The environmental degradation caused by GALAMSEY disrupts agricultural activities, reducing food supply and lending to higher prices for basic commodities like rice, maize, and cassava, etc. These prices hikes drive inflation, which erodes the purchasing power of Ghanaians, particularly those on fixed income and in the lower income brackets. And then also we can look at inflation reducing the ability of households to save and invest when it comes to personal finance, pushing many into debt or forcing them to reduce essential expenses such as healthcare and reduction. The fact that you cannot spend more on healthcare and reduction because you are already spending more on other things that could have come to us on a less price, but because of Galamsey, we are spending more on those issues or those things. With personal finance becoming more strained, the long-term effect of inflation can worsen the cycle of poverty, particularly in rural areas directly impacted by illegal mining. Impact 7, impact on personal finance. Still on personal finance. For the individuals involved in Galamsey, and financial gains are often fleeting. Many of the miners operate in informal markets without proper financial management. We all can bear with the fact that many of these people who are working in these areas are not licensed. and do not have any financial management or financial covering for their lives. Therefore, their families also do not have any financial covering. It is therefore difficult for them to invest and save, and then they don't have any covering, anything for their life. So this is a very concern issue that needs to be attacked as well. Illegal miners also face health and safety risks. As the mining sites are often dangerous, miners are typically uninsured and have no social safety nets, which makes them vulnerable to financial ruin in the event of an injury or illness. The absence of formal banking relationships also means that many illegal miners cannot access credit or financial services that could help them invest in more stable and less risk ventures. Now, I will bring this presentation to a halt or to a close. I believe my slides are very, very educative, and then you can all learn one or two from these slides. If you have any questions or further discussion, please come to my DM, and then we are going to have a great discussion. But before that, I would like us to do our best to try our best to also advocate for the collapse or the stop of these illegal mining activities in Ghana. Thank you so much for listening.